Yo, if you score on me and you watch that replay, it's done. Don't do it. I'ma hit you with like 100 drag backs. I'ma park the bus. Boom. We gonna hold the ball all day and have a lovely old time. No cap. I can run the game in sandals. No long talk, don't ramble. If I score once, it's done. I'ma hold the ball, you won't have fun. Pass around the back, no shame. It's more than just a game. If you promise me elite, I'ma sell my mom's soul today.
Gold one, all I had is gold one. All I had is gold one, I'm stuck in gold one. All I had is gold one, I can't hit Elite 3. You can never see me in Elite, no.
What is going on, YouTube? It is your boy Monster all week for you and now watching another episode of the Broke Boy Road to Glory. And as you guys know, we are in the trenches, but wait, hold on, rewind. We have a lot of catching up to do. We have not posted a video on this series since the reward video. So if you haven't watched the last video we did with the base icon packs or the base mid icon packs, go ahead and watch that. If you have, I'm gonna go ahead and spoil it. We did 2 of those base mid icons on this account. In the first one, we get 88 rated Del Piero. When you see Italian flag and you already have Maldini, that's pretty much best case scenario in my opinion. So I was very pleased. I was so pleased I decided to do another one, and dear Lord, how the mighty have fallen. I was undefeated opening these icon packs. I mean, everything I've opened so far this year has been a W. But yo, we ended up packing Lampard, baby Lampard, a card that goes for about 230k on the market. Big L, he doesn't even make the bench. Next thing we gotta talk about is these SBCs, and EA is definitely doing a great job at draining my account before Team of the Year comes. I mean, I already knew it was gonna happen. I already knew they were gonna drop some content that would try to drain our clubs, but I fell into a trap. I have done 80 plus upgrade after 80 plus upgrade with above average results. We have done Kleiber, SBC. Lots of stuff have been happening on this account. Matter of fact, let me show you the squad. So for the entire weekend league, this is the squad we were rocking with. And if I do say so myself, I'm very pleased with how it looks. It just looks very nice, doesn't it? And in game, it has played very, very well for us as well. The main signings were Kleiber. Like I said, I thought he was a no-brainer to do. Unfortunately, he's only getting a +1, but honestly, this card was so good for me in the weekend league that I have to recommend it. I think it's already expired, but if you didn't do him, I think that's an L. The card we are here to talk about, though, we have gathered and convened in this video for is gonna be 87 rated baby icon Del Piero. I've already tried his 90 version this year. I think every single year he's been on the game, I have tried him, and he's generally a very good card. How's his version? I mean, we got him for free. He's 5'9". He's high medium. He's right footed with a 4-star, 5-star combination. As you guys see here, he played 19 games, all of them the weekend league, and he got 15 goals and 10 assists from the striker position. Before we go any further, if you're enjoying the content, if you want more content like this, do me a big solid and hit the like button down below. And if you're new to the channel, as always, feel free to subscribe to the channel. So, we look at this Del Piero card. I mean, honestly, he's insane, because not only does he have really nice finishing traits, the 5-star weak foot, I believe, no, he doesn't. I thought this must be the version that doesn't have the finesse shot trait. Either way, his finesse shot in game honestly felt very good. But shooting wise, he has the stats. What makes him different from the other Del Pieros is that he has that pace. 88 pace on an attacker is more in line with what you want, especially in FIFA 21. His passing stats are very nice. Dribbling wise, he has some questionable stats with a 72 balance, but I mean 91 dribbling, 90 ball control, and in past FIFAs, despite what his stats say, he always feels smooth. Physically, he's not really offering much. So without further ado, we're gonna jump into the weekend league gameplay. I'm gonna let you guys know how my weekend league went, but most importantly, I'll let you guys know, is this Del Piero worth it? Let's go. All right, so according to Footbin, this Alessandro Del Piero card is gonna cost you 800k on the PS4 market. Is he worth it? I would have to say absolutely. I mean, going into the review, I thought he wouldn't quite be worth the money, but after trying him over the course of the weekend league, honestly, he was actually a game changer at the striker position, playing with a false 9 tactic. We're gonna break down the stats. So first, we're gonna talk about his pace. He has 88 pace, and honestly, This card's pace is much different than the mid version. I used the mid version earlier this year. Wasn't the biggest fan because the pace wasn't really all there. This Del Piero card legitimately feels very quick. Even when it comes to coming out of skill moves like the heal to heal, he does have a little bit of explosiveness that his other cards don't have. Overall though, his pace is an 8.5 out of 10. Next we're going to talk about shooting, and this guy was so influential with how many goals he scored. And the crazy thing is, he was just always in the right place at the right time to score crucial goals. I mean, it wasn't always pretty. It wasn't always fantastic to watch or anything like that, but he made it happen. He scored scrappy goals. He scored bangers. His finesse shot honestly felt like the finesse shot on his other versions, which does have the finesse shot trait. So I wouldn't worry about that. His long shots were very nice as well. His attack positioning was brilliant, and honestly, I have to give his shooting a 9.5 out of 10. I know the stats don't look too crazy, but in game, he's an absolute beast on either foot. Next, we'll talk about his passing, and this is what makes me really enjoy this card. All right, he has 87 vision, 83 short passing, 84 curve. So not only do you get the pace that the other versions of Del Piero doesn't have, with a nice finishing, but you actually have some passing ability here. I had him pretty much playing as a pseudo cam with a false nine tactic, and honestly his playmaking was really essential to bringing other players into the game. So we had Ronaldo, we had Dalglish, and Del Piero got 10 assists over the course of 19 weekend league games, and honestly I have to give his passing an 8 out of 10. He's a very solid playmaker, not quite a De Bruyne level playmaker of course, but honestly very good at the cam role. Next we'll talk about his dribbling, and honestly this part of the card is very important because you can't really use a card with poor dribbling on this game effectively, and this card felt very smooth on the ball. Very similar to Kenny Dalglish. His agility and balance I did not notice to be an issue. I didn't really notice him being pushed over easily, nor did I notice him feeling very clunky at all. He actually felt very responsive, very easy to turn. His dribbling at 91 definitely shined. He was able to really take the ball in tight areas, create his own shot, or create the shot for somebody else. His composure at 88 really shined as well. And overall, this guy's dribbling is a 9 out of 10. All right, he doesn't really have the explosiveness as some of the other wingers on this game, but as far as pure dribbling, this guy is very, very good. Finally, we're gonna talk about his physical, and honestly, I know his strength is only 62 with his aggression only being 68, but he seems to have a hidden strength. I don't know what it is. His tackling was somehow very good at certain areas. He was able to shield somewhat well. Sometimes defenders would just bounce off him. I'm not sure what it was, but most times he was actually pretty weak. His 88 stamina is also essential to lasting all game, and overall I have to give his physical a 7 out of 10. Enough to get the job done, but not really too crazy either. Alright guys, so what's the final verdict on this Del Piero card? Honestly, I enjoy him more than his mid version. That's first off, because I thought his mid version was very good. This Del Piero card is bordering on great. I mean, honestly, I can't say he's worth 800k because he just really carried his team when the gameplay was bad, or when I needed a clutch goal. He always was in the right place at the right time to either feed Ronaldo, feed Dalglish, or finish the goal off in himself. And let me tell you, he scored some goals for some really tight angles. Just the difference alone with him dragging my team to victory and having that ability to really score in tough games, I do have to give him a 9 out of 10. I really enjoy this card. He pretty much has everything you want out of a meta attacker with the pace, the finishing, the passing, the dribbling, and if you need somebody that's going to be the focal point of your attack, I do think he's a great option. Alright guys, you might be wondering how the weekend league went, and honestly it was shambles. I wasted most of my Friday doing these icon swaps to get Del Piero, so that was pretty cool. But on Saturday that meant I had 28 weekend league games left to play, and as you can tell by earlier in this video where Del Piero's only played 19 games, I did not come close to finishing the weekend league, but honestly we had one of the best runs we have ever had using the 4-3-2-1. We started off the weekend league at 13-2, and honestly I was feeling myself. I was winning every single close game. People were rage quitting on the kid, but I was brought back to reality. I lose my next 3 games, and I decided to just stop at gold 3. I finished at 14-5, so I'll go from 13-2 to 13-5, finish on 14-5, and I am relieved. I'm done. Gold 3 rewards, I guess, is going to be it for this week. Maybe I'll be able to grind to rank 1 of Division 2 because there are some good things in packs. But that was my weekend league. That was my experience with Del Piero. Let me know in the comment section down below. What did you do this weekend? How did it go? Once again, don't forget to like and subscribe. I will see you guys in the next episode. But until then,